Well, hello everybody. Switty back. So I just did a Realms showcase here on, was trying to stream the Realms showcase. Apparently my microphone was not set up for recording. Yeah, you know, mistakes were made. Things did not work. Anywho, so we're going to try this again. I'm logging back on to the Realms Realms server. This is Elder Cube's realm of Stonecreek Stronghold. And so, change my game mode here to fly around. Alright, so I kind of just went around and did all this a minute ago, so I'll try to remember everything I just said. Probably won't, but we'll give it a shot. So, this is Stonecreek Stronghold. This realm was started a little over a year ago. Elder Cube started this realm. He, like me, he's in the Navy, and he started playing Minecraft with his son on Xbox, same just like I did. And so, you know, natural progression, you move from Xbox over to the real thing, and you come to PC and start playing. And so, when he did this, he posted an opening on the chats looking for people to come play on his server. And so what happened at roughly the same time, I kind of went over and I started searching for realms to play on, because my son, you know, being children, they don't have the attention span that a lot of adults do. So they play a game for a little while and they move on. Well, I was still interested in the game, playing a lot, and so, well, look at that. I lost my connection. Let's jump back in here. So I was looking for more people to play with, and so I found this server and I joined, and it just happened to be that it was right after he started the thing. So when I joined and I started talking to him, we had come up with the idea of making a centralized kind of city. And so we did that, and so what happened is I joined, and long way off over there is the original spawn. It's a little island, and he gave me the coordinates of this area. And so he picked out this area as being a good place to start a city, or a community kind of build area. And so what he did is he came over here, and he found this river here, and he built it into the side. There's a little hill here. This used to be a dark oak forest. And so he built himself into a little house inside the hill over here. And so when I came here, there was nothing here, just a big mountain over there. There's a hill, mountainous kind of thing right here where my castle's out. And the swamp area, you know, this was all, had like little lakes and stuff of swamps. And so we started building here and cleared it off. I was the first one to get here other than him. And so what I did is I grabbed, you know, being the greedy guy that I am, I tried to grab a big area. Now, what I did is I took this mountain, and I didn't realize it was going to end up being as big as it was, but I took this hill and I just kind of started on one side of it, and I started following the shape, and I followed the contours of the hill, and I followed the contours of the ocean and the Stonecreek River here. I just followed it around, and you know, you can tell by the way it curves. I just went around, and then once I got over the edge of the land here, I waited till it was lined up, and I connected it, and it just ended up being that's what I built my castle to be. When I did this, my original design, I did it to community, all community type stuff. So the first thing, you know, once I built the castle, as I was clearing it out, I found out that there's actually a dual spawner down here. And so the first thing I did is I found this zombie spawner here and the skeleton spawner right here. And so the first thing that I did is I made a XP farm and built that up for the community. Sorry, I was trying to type on the chat window here. When I did this recording earlier, I did not realize somebody was watching. Well, number one, I didn't realize the mic wasn't working. And number two, I didn't realize that somebody had actually jumped into the chat, and so I completely missed responding to them, and then not having any voice to hear. They, I guess, thought I was not really here, unfortunately. So I didn't mean to do that to them, and so now that I saw somebody logged in, I wanted to make a response. Anyway, so got those double spawners, so I built an XP farm here, and the way this works is, as you're looking in here, you can see the lights on right here. what I did is I connected the lights to a little redstone circuit, so whenever you actually want to use the spawner, so I'm not having to sit here and listen to the mobs constantly all the time. What it is you stand on the pressure plate here, it activates the redstone circuit, deactivates the lights, and the monsters start spawning. The way I have it set up is that they'll spawn, they'll all fall into this water channel here. The skeletons come here, the zombies pop out down there. And what happens is there's a water elevator here, so the mobs will all go up this elevator here, come all the way up to the top, and then they'll drop down. Unfortunately, because the courtyard of my castle's right here, I could not get a full drop distance. So I couldn't get a full, one-hit kill drop distance. So what it is they drop down here, and if you got a good diamond sword, it's a one-hit kill. Otherwise, it takes a little bit of banging and whacking. But so everything gets killed here, gets picked up by this item collector and hoppers here. These hoppers run outside the wall, so you don't have to look at them. And then they come up into this big item filter right here in the back, and everything that gets dropped out of there gets filtered out so people can pick them up. So you can pick only what you want: bones, arrows, carrots, potatoes, so on and so forth. All the armor and stuff gets dropped into these chests, and you can come through and pick it up. This realm is run completely on hard and survival. These recordings are the first time that I know of that anybody has been in any mode other than survival. And I'm only doing this so that I can do this showcase for you guys. So everybody comes in, they need to get all their goodies out of these boxes, and so on and so forth. So that's pretty cool. There's a big set of filters back here. I got these filters originally off of Nim's Toots, off his iron golem farm. He built these down in the bottom to sort the iron. I also, you may have noticed there's no rotten zombie flesh box out here. Well, the reason is I have that runs down into boxes back here, so nobody else has to worry about it, and I trade those into the villagers. But otherwise, people can sit here, they can kill all they want, get all the experience they want, and then they don't have to worry about picking up all the items or cleaning out their inventory. It all goes back there, and they don't have to worry about it. And then they got they can stand on this pressure plate and enchant and combine right there, so you can do everything without turning it off. And then when you're done, you just step off the pressure plate, wait for all the guys that are still stuck in the waterways to get in here, and then you flip this handle right here. The piston will shoot out, and it'll kill anything remaining, so you don't have to sit here and listen to it. But yeah, that was the first thing I found when I was cleaning out this mountain, so I built that there, and then I put in this. This is the main entry floor for the town, which I'll go over the town here in a minute, but I tried to design this off of the libraries in the strongholds. Kind of the same layout, same design, with the bookshelves and everything. I thought it looked kind of cool. I took the same, similar style chandelier, modified it a little bit, but it's similar. And so I threw that in there, put a little walkway up top, and then put in, you can't have a library without librarians, so I threw in some nice librarians here, and you can do trading with them. They got the books and everything else. The next floor up, I didn't have anything to do with this floor, but so since we started this realm, we've had people in and out, joining and then quitting. So what I decided to do is I was going to turn this floor into kind of a memorial floor. So when we had somebody who joined that played for a while and then left and didn't say anything, what I'm going to do is we'll take their items and store them in here with a sign, so that should the day arise where they ever come back, they can come and they'll have all their stuff still sitting here in boxes. At least that's the plan. And then the top floor here was I made rooms, let people that wanted them could come in and use the rooms and take them. We've had, as you can see by the signs, all the rooms were taken originally. I don't know that any of these people actually are still on here, which is sad. I know Fire used to play a lot with us, and he built quite a bit of things. Anyway, and then the nice little platform up here where you can come out and look over the courtyard. With this whole realm is based on, it was originally supposed to be based on old style buildings, castles, medieval, that kind of stuff. Anything but new age, basically. So I tried to make this castle very, very Renaissance-y, old English type style, with the big courtyard and the walkways and the plant, kind of like not necessarily vine maze, but vines coming out here. And then kind of like in the old style castles used to have, all the shops used to be out in the courtyard. Everything that you needed for a castle, blacksmith and everything, was always kept in the courtyard. So it was protected by the castle walls. So I kind of tried to follow that same ideal here. I keep getting clicky beepy thingies like I'm losing my signal. Yeah, it looks like I'm not, for some reason my stream keeps dropping out. So we come in here, and then so what I did is I tried to do the same thing, put in the armor over here, and the weaponsmiths over here. So whenever you want to trade, you know, they're right here in the castle courtyard. You just come out, pop the doors open, trade. I used to have a lot more of them. They ended up getting killed off because with the 1.7 something they added back in the zombie siege as well. I didn't realize that, and so the zombies were actually spawning inside the house here, and they killed off all my guys. So as you can, I used to have a full set of trading guys in here, but they all got killed off. So I've only got enough back. So that's why these golems are in here. Anyway, and then you come over here and you can get your tool trading over here. So I've got a few more in here, but same thing. Golem is golem set up here to protect them. And so that's the courtyard. And then over here, you know, because any good Christian church always, or any good Christian knight always had his own little chapel church. So of course I've got to have my chapel church. So that's built up over here full of priests. Same thing, got a golem to protect them. I tried to make it very, very Renaissance-y. You could come up and, you know, you come up to the second floor and the people would watch from the pulpit and see the church going on. Did the glass, tried to make a big glowing cross. I put glowstone inside the cross to make it glow. Anyway, it's beeping at me again. The internet is just not playing fair today, it seems like. It does not want to stream properly. I don't know why. Anyway, okay, so that's my castle. Most of those buildings, most of that was all for community things. Came through and we built a nice city over here. I built this tavern. I got this tavern, it's not my idea, but I got it off of a app, one of the Minecraft building apps. So I grabbed this tavern and I built it in here. And this was mostly, I mean, it was partially because it fits with the decor of the town we were trying to make, but also because it opened up rooms for new members to stay in. So as you can see, there's rooms, 4 different rooms on each floor, and you can see by the names on here, people actually grabbed these and were using them so that they could keep, you know, their items, their chests, they could do whatever they wanted in their own room. And there's 4 more up on top. But, yeah, this thing was out of a Minecraft build. But anyway, so a lot of the guys built their own stuff. You got this house here. This is my son's house, Crazy Lego Boy. He built this house. This one over here is Elder's house. I think this was his 3rd house. So he originally had the house in the edge of the mountain. It's kind of more like a little hut, more so than more than a house, really. Then he built a mushroom, like a huge, it's not a mushroom, I say mushroom because it looked like a mushroom to me, but it was like a 3-tiered tower house. It was cool looking. And then he wanted to build in the town, so he came over and he built this one. And he's really good at doing the decorative type stuff. Wow, this thing is just not connecting. Anyway, he does a really good job of the designs and the looks and stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, so this is his house. Then he came over. We had this house over here. I don't remember who built this house. This is Bonjero's house. Yep. So as of all the people that have played, as of right now, there's still only 3 of us that of the original group that's actually still here. We've got myself and my ginormous castle monument thing over here. You got Elder, who owns the realm, and then you got Bonjero, who built this house here. And these are all from the original house. And this one I think was either Acid Ants or Acids built this house here. We've got the stables here for those people with horses. So actually the 3 of us, I think, myself, my horse Cupcake, Elder's horse Samson, and then you got Bonjero's house horse Whitey. I built this stable here. I got it off of, I don't know, I got the idea off of somewhere, and I just kind of modified it to fit the spot and put it in, added some decorations, you know, little things like that. So this was the town originally, yeah. So we had this whole area, we started parceling it out so people could have an area to build in, have an idea. You know, having a set area helps people to design more. I think Acids built this hedge farm or a hedge maze over here. You could run through, and the exit's over there. We had another guy for a little while who came, and he made this really weird thing. Big globe type thing. So that got removed because it did not fit with the decor at all. And so I guess that brings up a point. So everybody who plays on here is all adults, with the exception of our children, but we can control our children, hopefully. Everybody else who plays on here is all adults, so you don't touch other people's stuff. And then anything that you want to build, because the realm is supposed to be all kind of controlled to what we're building. So this guy came in and he just went all hog wild and started building crazy stuff and never bothered talking to anybody or asking anybody. He made this monstrosity right in the middle of our town we're trying to build. So he was asked to politely to change his build style and move it. He did not agree with that, and then he no longer plays here. So the original design is, the city was going to be here, but it's not just that little area. If you see this road here, Elder built this road. And it goes all the way around, and the original idea is it's a huge area that blocks off, but it blocks off 4 separate biomes. So you have you get the swamp biome here. Right across the river was a dark oak forest. Up here you got the snow mountain kind of biome. And I don't remember what the 4th biome was, but there was another one. But it kind of cuts through them all, and so the idea was this road was going to encompass the whole city. So it comes up the mountain and goes over, around and down. And then I don't remember who built this. This might have been Bones also. But it's a log. It originally started out as this kind of Viking-style log cabin, and from there it apparently morphed into a giant castle wall all around it too. I really like it though. It looks good. Just kind of, while I'm giving you the showcase, I'm showing you some of the bigger builds that we have on the server. So here's another one. I love this castle. This one's been here since the very beginning, honestly, and I don't even know who built it. But they did an awesome job, and it works well because you can see it from the road. When you're walking around the original road, you can look over here and see it from the road, and it's a gorgeous castle built very much like almost like it's a Tolkien style, just on top of a mountain. It looks like I don't even know. It's just really cool how he built it right on top of the mountain. And he comes down, he's got his own little entrance down here. He kind of almost made his own little township kind of area, or rural farm styles. Anyway, so that's one of the cooler ones that we have. There's several cool castles. They're just all spread out all over the place, so it's very hard to find them all. Anyway, so you follow the road around, and all of this was supposed to be the original city. Well, what happened is, because of all the different styles of houses that ended up being built, we got together and we're like, well, it would be cool if we could have a more themed kind of build. And so that's where this whole, I apologize I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm used to playing a different game, so my buttons are out of whack. Anyway, so we came together and we thought, let's build a city. So we laid this area out on the other side so we could keep the whole Stonecreek genre going. But we wanted to have more of a set design kind of city. Kind of an old English, like back in the Pirates of the Caribbean kind of style. So we started building over here, and this used to be a giant mountain. We all got together and we worked together, and we spent days and days just, cutting down this entire dark oak forest that was here, leveling out all the dirt. You can see there's still stacks of chests along some of the fences and the walls. Like there's one over here. There's like a stack set over here. There's some more of them over here where we're still got all our supplies all stacked up in here. But so we decided, we just segmented this off and got together and we thought about it. Like old style cities have, they have a ranking structure to them, where most of them were built on a hill. So you got the peasants who live at the bottom of the hill. Because if you think about it, back in the day before they had good sewage and they had, any of that stuff, they always had the higher upper class type people always lived on the top of the hill. That way when it rained or flooded or whatever, all of the waste, for lack of a more polite word, would roll downhill. So you got our upper class housing, we got all built up over here. And you know, that always, if you look at it, the upper class housing was always close to the castle. So this is where the castle is going to be built. Elders working on that over here. And it'll be completely separated out on its own island, you know. So the only way to get to it is to go through the town. Kind of like the old style Mont Bailey kind of design. So, you know, upper class housing right here next to the castle. I don't remember what's going to be down here. We're talking about putting in like a thieves guild and stuff over here next to the water inlet. So like the old style, you know, you'd have your water inlet where your trade and stuff would come in. So you have your small boats would come in, do all the trading with the shops, and take them out to the big boats for the coastal, you know, the transport type stuff. We got our army barracks right here, you know, right next to the water where they can go off and fight. You got your middle class housing is over here, kind of in the middle area, so it comes down a little bit for your middle class housing. And way down here on the very bottom of the mountain, or the bottom of the hills, where all the low class housing is, right next to the docks, where it smells like fish, you know. And so we tried to follow the realistic genre of what an old style house or an old style city would be like. So we're working on it, and we're looking for more players to come join us. This one right here in the middle, I kind of skipped over. This is going to be the church. This is my project. I don't know. I'm probably going to tear this down and start over. I originally started with, I wanted to do kind of a circular type of style, round pillars coming into a round center. I don't know. I'm probably going to change that. I found a picture of a really cool church built in, I want to say, maybe it's Austria. I don't know. I'd have to look it up again, but I'm probably going to tear that down and try and build something more to that style. We're also, this wall, I originally built this wall, kind of like I did my castle, just following the coastline around. But we're going to probably, as you can see this section here, they wanted to make it a little more aesthetically pleasing. So we're probably going to tear down a lot of this wall and kind of straighten it out and make it more like this, where it actually kind of looks cool. It's not just a big flat blah wall. It's actually like a design that looks nice, you know. So we're working on that part there. Then you can see all the different lines here where it's kind of, I think Bone did this. He was trying to segment out all the different areas that we're going to be building into. And you can see we've torched it to try and prevent things from spawning. This here, I don't know if you saw it when I was glossing over, but this is the Christmas tree that Bone built the other day for Christmas. He was trying to be all in the mood or in the spirit of the season. So unfortunately, I don't know if it's my texture pack or if it's just too far after Christmas, but the presents, the boxes, the chests no longer look like presents. During Christmas, they usually look like presents. So I don't know. Looks like somebody is watching, unless that's just another ghost person. Just say hello real quick. Yeah, so that's our little Christmas tree. I don't know if that's going to stick around. Hopefully it does. It's kind of cool. I like it. So got our water dock and so on and so forth. And the ships, I don't know if I showed you guys this part. I'll come back over to here. There is we have our docks. Originally, like in the original city, this water wheel was built here by Goiter, the guy you saw the chest in my castle. He built this. The first build we had, Elder and I did, was this bridge. So we did a big covered bridge. It came like that, and then it came over again and ended right here where this oak is at. And so it's kind of cool. We ended up tearing it down, this half of it, when we built the wall for the new city, but we kept the water wheel, Goiter's like water mill, and we kind of added it in and turned it into part of the dock system. We had a guy on here for a while who liked to build the boats. You can see this boat here. I think he's the one who built the shipyards over here. Yeah, shipyards here. They did a really good job with the textures and stuff. You can see like the pile here of wood. Did a really good job. I really like how they did the textures. I apologize. I keep the stream keeps dropping. That's why you keep hearing that clicking sound in the background. Is for some reason my stream keeps dropping. I'm guessing my internet's just hurting today. And you got the Fisher shop over here, so fishbone. Must be bone gyros. Anyway, yeah, so that's our city. Like I said, we're looking for some people to come join us. There's a lot more to do, or a lot more to show you. I will probably try and do that one in another stream here momentarily. I'll go into the Nether and I'll show you the Nether Center that we've got going and some of the other farms that we have. So yeah, well, if you guys want to join, you can send me an email on here, drop me a chat, put something in when I post this video, you know, put something in discussion, or you can go to, there's a website I'll probably put in the I'll try and put the link for that in the description down below, and you guys can go to that and send Elder a request directly if you want to. All right, and then hopefully, so this will be part one. I'll do another part here in a little while with the end. I'm sorry, not the end. Well, we got the end. We have a yeah. I'll cover that in the next one. Anyway, that's it. Woody Craft out.